Ladies and gentlemen, hello, and welcome back to the tranquility of Shaftesbury. It's not going to be that long one today, I don't think. This isn't going to be a 4-hour epic. I think we're gonna fix what needs fixing. I've done my bit already, and I'll show you for how. Just realized how low I had my game volume. Maybe that was on Battlefield. I don't know. Let me show you what I've done. I've done nothing over here on the farms. Hello Paul, hello Napoleon, hello Danny. Welcome in. I've done nothing over here. So we started building our very dense downtown area over here. You may recall. We built our hospital on the hill, which it's costing me almost $1 million a month to treat 3 patients at a time. With a massive empty car park, I really thought this hospital would see a lot more use. More fool me. But you know, it's future planning. It's future planning. It's got we put a helipad on it, so the air ambulance is always out and about. We made this artificial hill because I wanted a hospital on a hill. So I've packed it in with trees, made it look a bit better. Now we had a lot of empty space here. I've decided to put in some more suburbs, as you can see. I just wanted to use the space and, you know, respect what the terrain that we built and formed. So I've packed in the space with some little more houses, just to interconnect the city. It was all getting a bit split up into little squares, and that's not how it should be. So I want to make sure we're filling in the gaps. Something else I've done, I've created a new bus line because we didn't have buses coming over here yet. So I've got a bus line going from the train station through to Briarwood and down to Main Street. I wanted to funnel more customers onto Main Street, and after leaving it run for a little while, I seem to have succeeded because none of these places are complaining about needing customers anymore. So I think we are getting more people back into our original commercial zone, which is cool. We're about to hit a milestone. We're very close to hitting a new milestone, which is very exciting. What else have I done? Oh yeah, in this I filled in this little space as well. I put in a few more waterside properties, including these 3, which looks like they've actually, you know, extended. So we've got some more homes on the side of the farm there. I've done that as well. These businesses are losing money, but there's not much I can do about that directly yet. We've got people living very nearby, so it's not my fault if you're losing $174,000 a month. What can I say? You got to get a better business model needed. I've extended our bus depot because we needed a lot more buses, so I put 2 extensions in, which has filled out this area a bit. I've pulled these pedestrian streets all the way along, put in a lot more parking here, so people can park up here and go to the shops and whatnot, and the cinema. And that seems to have solved the cinema problem, because the cinema wasn't making any money. So the cinema is now making money, which is good. I've done a lot of refinements here. You were right, I had too many roundabouts on this street. I have halved the amount of roundabouts here, so we just have some good old-fashioned signals as well. I've upgraded all of these streets to be 3-laners, so mainly to stop traffic backing up because we're going into all these parking lots. So there's now dedicated right-hand turns, and there's 1 lane to get into the parking lots when you've got 2 other lanes free to get out. So I have reduced the amount of roundabouts, alright? Please clap. I've reduced the amount of roundabouts. I filled out the spaces on the edges with these mixed commercial residential. So we've still got pedestrian streets and we've still got shops in our downtown, but we've got apartments on top of them as well, around the edges of our towers, which I think made a lot of sense. And just filled in some gaps with even more parking and motorcycle parking, some more solar panel parking on the edges, bike shelters, just to make sure, because we're all filling up, so it felt important to get some more of those in. Now, what I do want to do now that I've done all that, and as you can see, traffic's fine. I've had this running for a little while. And after the initial splurge of people coming... as soon as I fucking say that. Right, this is fine. This is just people going into here. This should have been the other way around. All these... that is the wrong way around. That's why this one has gone fucky. Can I fix that? I can fix it. If I do that. Right, that is now fixed. So, the entry point to all of these parking lots is now the left-hand lane of these streets, which gives you 2 extra lanes to either go straight on or turn right, which should reduce all the congestion when all these fuckers come in to get into the parking lots. They should no longer be stopping everyone else from getting to where they need to. Eventually. That is a dream. That is a dream. Hello, Fogland. Welcome in. Hospital use being always a good thing. It means it done its job in the first place. Well, there you go. We are running at 98%. We've got one patient, so we're running at 98% efficiency. I have boosted the budgets for public services, healthcare, garbage management still low. I should probably start boosting that back up. In fact, I will boost that up a bit now. We clearly don't need it because garbage isn't backing up anywhere, but I'll bump it up anyway. I have done the thing I said I was going to do. I have built a crematorium, so I've used again this empty space over here to build up a crematorium. It's a one-way street in, one way around for the hearses. It's out of the way. I filled it in with all these trees and rocks and things. I've put all these rocks around the edges to make it look like it was meant to be here. So yeah, I've got a nice little crematorium. It happened to be on Sunnyside Street, so it's the Sunnyside Up crematorium. Just what it's called. That's just what it's called. So that's fair, and you know it's on the edge of this. If only I could bring in water. I wish I could lay down water, because then this would all I'd make this to be a big river or lake or something, connect it all the way over here. So it's just a bit weird as it sounds, but there you go. It's just a big empty field. We do need a tsunami. I think it would look very nice. I should have left natural disasters on. What can I say? I should never have turned them off. Jesus, I mean, these people have done really well for themselves ever since. Remember when they bought this overlooking the landfill? Now look at it. There's these guys as well. These guys. Now I can see my towers in the distance and the gas works. I'm incinerated. All the sites. So I'm pretty happy with how things have gone as a result of these changes. Adding these suburbs here doesn't seem to have affected anything. And we've just packed lots more people in. The buses seem to be going really well. The trains are going really well. In fact, I can show you my new bus line, which is for train to hospital shuttle bus. I put a stop at the hospital because that's what you do. There's now 526 passengers on that line. So we're moving people. We are shifting people. That's right, Fogman. Thank you very much for the free stream streak. I'm getting better at saying that. But I am not happy with this, and I'm going to change it. Having these towers in a 6x6, it doesn't sit well. It doesn't look right to me. So I'm going to demolish some of them. You heard me. We're going to de-zone some of these towers. And we're going to make some of different sizes. How do we choose? I don't know. I like this one. This is the most interesting of the towers. All these are pretty boring. The middle tower is probably horrendous. You're right. Let's get rid of that one. How to choose. But we're gonna rebuild them, so I'm gonna get rid of that one. I did want a park in the middle, but that might not be a bad shout. Maybe I can make that work. If I demolish all three down the middle. I could just leave the four corners. That might still look a bit too, you know, planned. How long does it take to demolish, or should I just demolish them? I'm gonna get rid of... Alright, people are flooding out the city. There we go. Flooding out the city now. We're just reducing traffic, we're reducing reliance on these ugly parking lots. Now, I still don't think there's gonna be enough room for the type of park we want. I did want this plaza. Oh, it would actually fit. I would have to knock all these back. Making everything unlivable. Yeah, I don't think that does work now. Because I need a road to go into it. So if I were to keep this road here. And put the plaza onto it. I could get it in there. Which is what I would want. It's not. It's annoyingly not equal. I do have space if I want to move this road up. And I might have to. These towers are now the wrong way round. The corners are in the middle. Yeah, that wouldn't look too bad. See, yeah, I think I might have to do that as well because I've got these pedestrians. I mean, they don't have to be. I would have to realign all this, and that would just be fucked. I think you might be right. I'm gonna lose so many people. So I keep the roads how they were. Essentially. Which road do I want this coming off of? Let's see. These two are both coming off this one, so I probably want... we'll have three on one side regardless. Which probably isn't right. We probably want... I mean, I can't just pick up the building and turn it around. Or can I? Oh no, this road access is on there. I'll do that. So that might be fine. I don't know. Okay, so this. It's hard to fucking tell. So these overpasses. I'm guessing this one. If that was something like that, this one's on that one. These two are both on this one. So that's not right. One of these should be reversed. Can I turn one of these round, maybe? I genuinely have no... Rotate at center. Click an object to rotate. Rotate in place. Rotate at center. Oh no, I'm still on that one. Hold on. How do I... select this? I don't think I can. Nothing that doesn't seem to be working quite how I hoped it would. Well, in that case, I'll just... These on all that. I'll... Which side do I want here? Probably that side. So if I go off that there... Break off these like that. And again, I don't necessarily need a 6x6 in the middle. So it'd be there, essentially. But that would have them all broken up, and then we could put in different ones here. So, for example... Oh, I could do a park on either side. Decisions, 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 folks. I would like nothing else coming off that one. I would like something coming off... Nah, fuck it, do that. Put our pass back in. Before they break stuff, as per usual. And we will... Interesting, I've actually lost something here. Not sure what. But no matter what I'll do on this side. If I do a 4x4, and on this side do a 3x3, for example. And us over here. Say we do that. And let's say we do that. So a few different size things, and we'll see what they look like. How about that? That's going to be two different things here. Alright, that's going to give us a few different size things. Look at all the people bustling around now. Homeless because I've just demolished their towers. They're roaming the streets at midnight. We haven't freed up these many spaces in our 5 patience. It's filling up. We should change the colors of some of these. That's a Shaftesbury red. In fact, where's our... Where's our college? Whoa, large city. We're cruising now, folks. Another 300k and a whole load of things. Oh, Heritage Museum. We've got so many signature buildings we could be popping down. I need to think about that. Good afternoon, Ems. Welcome in. Just in time to see us become a large city. It's official. We have come so far. There we go. There we go. We've got some different sized towers here now. Look at these little things. This looks more... This looks better. That's probably a thing people say. I did get rid of my most interesting one. Which I liked. Thank you for your free stream streak as well, Ems. Do I want to keep these 4 towers here? I'd probably keep these 4 towers here. It's not that bad. Unless I just want to make like one slightly more interesting. Or maybe we have them step down. Like these like step down. So maybe we keep 2 full-size towers. I'm gonna upset so many people. I'm gonna upset so many people. But we'll try and have... Again, I'm gonna try and get them on this road, so... Gonna make sure we're not zoning off the main roads, and we're not, that's good. So I'll go for a 5x5. And hope that demand returns for it. We still haven't actually built this one over here. I don't know what's happened, actually. Have I broken something? Okay, I've got that one. Didn't actually want it on that road, though. It seems it will only go on that road. Now, why is that? Do these need to be a certain size? Why can I build that? I can build 2 there. But I can't build 1 here. All of a sudden. Maybe demand will return. I'll pop it in. But this one still hasn't built either. It will build that way. Oh wait, are these one way? No, they're not one way. I think that's better. I think that's a lot better. Don't know what's going on with this one though. Oh, that's a really tiny one. Relatively speaking. What if I build off this road? Okay, there we go. We're gonna be another 2 units there. Alright, with people coming back, shall we see what it looks like for realsies? It's been a while since we've had all the visuals. Wow. You enjoy that while I plug my mouse in. I used to be good at keeping my mouse charged, not anymore. Fish on a stick. It looks like a city. Shaftesbury actually looks like a city. Take shelter from the cold in here on these steps. Harper paper mill. It's true. It's where all the models come. This district. It's got everything they need. Don't use the overpasses, that's alright, just walk in the middle of the road, that's fine. You ungrateful bastards. A lot of chemical and pharmaceutical companies in Shaftesbury. Oh! Fucking blackout of the sun's coming up. It could be Los Angeles. It could be Los Angeles. Beautiful. That's enough of that nonsense. That's enough of that nonsense. Back to work. Alright. Alright, these things zoned into the same things. That's fine. This one is zoned as well into another... Oh. Different design. I like it. Alright. I think that's substantially more interesting. We've reduced the amount of traffic just a little bit. Just a little bit. There's a lot of trees. The trees bring it all together. Because we have split things at... Oh, God. I need to get funnel more customers over here somewhere. here! It's right next to a fucking firehouse. Well, that shouldn't have happened. I got rid of a steakhouse, so that a few of my unique businesses weren't making money. I don't know what I can do to help them, except maybe... I just want to put some more random row homes here, you know? Everyone's going around in circles, so if they don't know how to get to places. I mean, there's a bus stop here. I mean, look at all these people. How can we not have any customers here when I know for a fact that they're absolutely flooding in over... They'll walk for miles. I think I've just got too many. I've just got too many big commercial businesses. I mean, over here they're absolutely fine now. There's so many people. But this is, I think this is what we've got for like splitting up our districts so much. Which is why I've started trying to fill in the blanks a little bit. We've got all of a sudden a lot of demand for offices, which we haven't had for a long time. Not since our little office park over here, in fact. We could get ourselves some high-density offices. Maybe just for one? And see what happens? Maybe I should have put the office in the center here. Maybe that would have been the thing to do. Do I want to move out all these people again? I kind of want to get rid of this. We should some of these should be offices. I've decided. That's also where I've gone wrong. They shouldn't just be residential, we should be offices. We can do it somewhere else, but I think there should be at least an office here. Let's see what happens. They shouldn't all be residential high-rises. You know? That's not how cities work. I'm interested to see what this looks like, because this is going to be our first office high-rise we've seen. We're creating a DLC hut. We will have to make some choices about where we're going to expand. I want this to, you know, be dense. Probably over here. Come on, DLC hut. We probably do need another firehouse. Truth be told. We do still only have the one. Fire hazard is increasing. We should get ourselves a city firehouse. Or a full-size fire station. It's probably the better option. That's definitely a better upgrade. Alright, the DLC hut is pretty thin, but it's shiny. We've got a video game company in the middle of our... What's this place? Bedford End? Alright. I can live with that. Again, the population's taken a hit, but that's just going to reduce... It's going to ease some pressures and give people around here a place to work. With demand for offices is actually still very high. So we shall do some more. Where shall we do them? Here? Mayhaps? Next to a train station? No, I don't like that. That'd be encroaching on our crematorium in a bit of an ugly way. So maybe what we said over here. We've got Alderwood Street, which is a one-way? Oh, it doesn't matter if this is a one-way or not. Check the terrain. Terrain's good. Do I want to go past the train station? What is the likelihood that we're going to want to expand, take these tracks out? What is the likelihood of that? I mean, looking at how much space we've got, it's probably quite likely, isn't it? If we're being honest. I could make a judgment call here ahead of time. If I get my tracks here. I could... go underground. Straight away. Not like that. Gonna have to go deeper than that. So I can do that, which clears the way ahead of time. It's not a bad idea, actually. I could just bring them around. This is very silly. This is very silly, but... it lets things happen. I just... It's not ideal. I can do that. It's not ideal. Don't worry about that intersection back there. We'll get to that. We'll get to that. Alright, we've made some choices here. But that's fine. That's got that out of the way for us. Just about. Just about. Don't worry about that. Don't worry about that. This is just infrastructure in action. Right, we can't go down into the tunnels. Don't worry about that. That's just a train roundabout of a sort. Completely disused bit of line, but it just protects expansion. So let's bring this down so we can bring it down alongside the tracks now. Look at that. Alongside the tracks. No bother. No bother whatsoever. And then we can do right. Seeing that road is underground is bothering me. Seeing the tunnels. But that's okay. I'm gonna bring this out a bit more. 90 degrees, please. 90 degrees, please. Thank you. Then watch this. All right. That's probably. I could look better. So we won't do that. Instead of that, if I was to turn that into a super junction, or a super node, as is the actual terminology. If I were to turn that into a super node, what would that look like? It's fine. Looks fine. So it's alright, we don't need it. So people are now parking their cars here, of course. But that's fine. In fact, I'll upgrade this to a 3 lane, like the one opposite it. I'll make this a 3 lane. Like that. There we are. Why is that doing that? There we go. That's fine. So we're gonna have traffic coming in on the left. So we want parking on the left. Hello, Slow Evo. I've got no idea. We'll find out together. We'll find out together. It's all looks like it's working out. I can kind of see. I think it'll be all right. We'll see. Look, it's a work in progress. Bear with me. We all know it comes together in the end. So we're gonna have some office parking on the left here. All right. Some office parking on the left. What do I think here? I like the mediums, but there's not going to be enough people. It's going to have to be a large one again, isn't it? First things first. We're going to need some rails down the middle. Can I see what you've done to say above when you place this, please? Okay. Ooh, I could pedestrianize it. I could have pedestrianized. I could make people park and have to walk to the offices. I could do that. That usually goes well, right? I can't get anything to line up anymore. I've done that wrong. I'm only putting down one office building, which is a silly thing. I'm overthinking it. I need to decide where I want to put it though. Don't want a zone of fees. Thank you. Don't want a zone of fees. Don't want a zone of fees. Don't want a zone of fees. Let's just have Greenwood Street then for now. All right. We are overthinking it, but it's all going to be fine. All going to be fine, all right? I'm going to put down 1. How much space have I actually given myself here? If I were to do this. Give myself more than enough room. Yes. So we could do things with that if we so wanted. So let's figure out what we want to do in terms of paths and things like that. I want this to be people want to be able to cycle to work. So I think we'll run these through since we can. Gonna run these through straight away. That looks terrible. Great. Out of curiosity, can I... Oh. We're gonna have overpasses, so I suppose that doesn't really matter. We can get rid of those before they wind us up too much. And we're just gonna have one down the middle for now. Remember? No roundabouts. No roundabouts. No roundabouts. I want to think about bicycle parking, obviously. I think on this side, actually. Gonna put those there, like that. And maybe we could have... tennis courts won't fit. If the gyms would. 2 gyms opposite the office. Alright. Remember, we're just doing 1 just to see how it looks. Got those there. I still want actual parking. So we will have some actual parking. What about a small parking building? Just doesn't fit there. I could have a parking be back here. Takes 3. It never lines up with the fucking things, does it? I realise I've done too many here because I am eventually gonna want another road. I should put the other road in so I know what I'm working with. I know. I should put the road in first. That's the sensible thing to do. I imagine watching me play this is torture. And I hope that it is. They're no longer the right... They're not all the right... It's alright. This is harder than it looks. I'm telling you, this is harder than it looks. Good, 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 good. That's now there, so we know what we're dealing with there. I could now have a park here if I so chose. Not that one, not that one, not any of these, not that one. Not that one. Hey, I can put the terrace plaza can finally... I hate that, how that isn't... One day I will make a thing that is lined up correctly. It is not this day, but one day. Alright, maybe they just need little places to, you know... Let me make this. Let me get that underway. I haven't spec'd this out at all well, have I? That's my stupid bicycle lanes. It's alright. Yes, I believe so. The road zones. So let's say you've got this and you only want to zone on one side of it. You can click, and then that turns off the zoning for that road. Right click, turn it back on. Very useful, very, very useful, very powerful. I didn't use it properly for a long time, and it would have saved me a whole lot of heartache. Especially over here, in the suburbs and that. To say, you know, because if I had zoning on here, this was a mess, and I couldn't zone off the cul-de-sacs until I remembered to turn off the zoning on the main road. Very, very useful. Wang people are coming. We've got another big office building coming. I need to remember that we're not all going to be 6x6. We've kind of gone over this. We do have room for more. So I might put this, I might put, you know, a 5x5 in over here. Maybe a 4x4 here. There we go. That's soaked up. Whoa, moly! It is Wang. Paranormal Records is down here. That's hilarious. Oh my god! This one I've done thinner is going to be even bigger. It's going to be the tallest thing in the city. It is very nerve-wracking starting a city. It is very nerve-wracking. We've done some experimenting along the way, which has, you know, made things more interesting. You gotta go with the flow, you know? We've got all these row homes here. In this little box. Next to these random European apartments buildings. You're right. We're probably now you need a basketball court. No, pretty much. I've made districts, but they're all unclaimed. They are all unclaimed. I should have some channel points or something to claim a district. I'll set that up. So this is going to be Wang. Technically, shall we make all of this Wang? Or do we just want a separate office district? I should actually extend this out. There we go. All these offices and buildings and stuff are, most of them are vanilla. But I've got the expansion. I've got bridges and ports. I haven't done anything with it. But I've also got like the... I can't remember what they're called. They're not asset packs. Creator packs? I don't know. I've got stuff. It's not all vanilla what I've got access to here. So yeah, the creator packs. So the urban promenades, modern architecture. Apparently I've got something from the China asset pack by accident, so I couldn't uninstall it. I don't know what I've got. I don't know what I'm using from the China pack. It was an accident. It is mostly vanilla, but it's not exclusively vanilla. Naptropolis. Well, you need to be here to pick. No, Napoleon is right here. It's still here. All right. Well, pick your district. We've got Lilac Acres, which includes our apartment buildings, our low-rent towers, and our welfare office. We'll drag this out, because this has expanded since we made it. Now, you know what? It also includes the train station. All this is Lilac Acres. Alright, so you could have that. You could have Evergreen Crossing, which is our industrial district, and occasionally makes us crash. Oh, by the way, I had a weird electricity bottleneck, so I'd made another transformer station here to reroute some electricity. We've got Emerson Field, which was our little commercial district here, which is it's a little bit naff now. The beautiful Briarwood Field. The now dense and expansive Bedford Edge. Redwood Town over here is up for grabs. Which I can expand now, I think. And I shall. There we are. So, closest to your castle, I guess that's Lilac Acres. Because obviously we've got Ems has got District 1975 here. Which I'm going to now expand to include the college, because it made sense not to include it when it was industrial, but now it does include the college. So, there we go, that's District 1975. So, Lilac Acres. You do like Redwood? You could have Redwood. Redwood or Lilac. Lilac Acres. It's a classic. It's a classic part of town. Naptropolis. Modest wealth. 4,611 residents. Roadside parking fee may apply. Congratulations. I heard a call for Healy College, which means this is the Healy Library. There we are. That means you've got your own comms tower, got your own radio mast. You control the welfare state. Congratulations. Is Danny's Deados districted? No. Danny's Deados is an independent state. And you've got all these beautiful apartments that I spent so long ironing out. So well done. A fine choice. Beautiful part of the world, this. We never have to see it. It's a beautiful part of the world. It just works over there. Things just get... It's so far away now. It's actually so far away. Have there been improvements since Iceflake took over? Well, slowly though, let me tell you. They have surprised me. They have surprised me a lot. They've been absolutely, you know, performance, quality of life. They're only now talking about actual DLC from them, but they've put a lot of improvements in. It's been quite impressive, actually. They've actually very recently given you the ability to... They brought in the texture painter. Which I can never remember where it is. So if I want a beach, I can just make a beach. It's very nice. They've actually done a pass on all the textures and made them sharper and crisper and made the way they blend together a lot more impressive. On maps with mountains, you'll see the mountains are a lot more detailed and stuff like that. They've done a lot. They're doing really nice. They're doing really nice work with it. And they're a lot more open with the communication. They do a lot more communicating with the community and telling people what they're working on, asking for feedback and stuff like that. I was worried about the future of the game when Cross Order went away, despite all the complaints, because it's never good to see that happen. But Iceflake have been doing a tremendous job. Alright, we've got 3 office buildings here. Neon signs to boot. The boot and bug. More game studios. It's all electronics and game studios. Yes, there are some very good mods for redirecting traffic and controlling lanes and stuff like that. Really, the only mod I've got installed here is Move It. Because sometimes you just need to, you know, move it. And I don't even use it that much. Alright. This isn't too bad. People are still parking on the street, which I don't like. I don't have anarchy, no. Everyone uses anarchy, I don't. What can I say? Let me pack this in so it looks a bit less sad. The people who own these office buildings, they planted those trees. We could just do parking on the sides, honestly. It's not that big a deal. I am thinking about this small parking building. I want to get this in the middle. I can never quite tell where the middle is. That's not bad. How many cars can we get in there? 42. It's probably not enough. We'll do another one. We'll do another one over here. Why not? Let me turn off. Let me turn off that. I could also just put another one of these in. But I'm committed to the small ones. I'm committed to this treatment. So I'm going to put that in. About here. We could put in a little bit of commercial here. You know, we could actually put in. We haven't put in our. Actually, no, they're mixed, aren't they? I like these. I like these. What's happened here? I wanted to do more with these, but we are mixed commercial and residential. I don't really want to have to think about this. This is an office park. But we could get a little. In fact, we've probably got some commercial. Ooh. We've got an espresso on the go. We could put in. A driving cafe offering a range of coffees and diverse beverages from macchiato to bubble tea. Eh? How's that sound? I hate having to eyeball this. There we are. Too many people think like that. That's why nobody comes to Uber anymore. Alright, it's a beautiful place to get your coffee. Beautiful. Look at that. Why do I keep hearing a helicopter here? Air ambulance. It's absolutely everywhere. These are all filled up again. I'm gonna leave these full price. They can afford it here. They can afford it here. We do have a bit more demand for office space, so shall we whack a few more in? Maybe not. Alright, maybe not. I could probably put in some low density ones, to be honest. Or not. Demand isn't that. Oh, hold on. I don't know which side of these I'm actually. Alright. I was on the wrong side of the road. Have I done the same thing over here? Doesn't look like it. No, there we go. There we go. So we'll pop in a bit of low density office space as well. And in fact, if I do that, I should be able to pop in some more there. And that has actually filled in all our blanks here. So do we want this to be a separate little district, or do we want this to be part of what is currently Bedford Edge? I think it's a good little expansion, to be honest. Because we've got commercial, we've got residential, and now we've got offices as well. Got a little space here we could fill in. Maybe we could have one thing on its own. Not every space needs to be filled. You heard me. But what if we had a little thing over here? Alright, that's completely soaked up our demand. That's fine. Everything has to be symmetrical. Let's expand this out. It should include the train station. I don't know why it doesn't. This is where it all happens. This part of the world is getting overloved now. We are gonna have to look at residential again, sure enough. Demand is there. We could have some more low rent towers somewhere, you know? If we so wanted. This looks like a perfect place for a cut through to a train station as well, honestly. It has to be said. Probably a cycle lane. Probably another cycle lane. You know what? Make it interesting. Doesn't have to be straight. I do hate what paths do sometimes, but full props trying to reason pack. Have a look. I don't think so. Unless I put one down somewhere and I've no idea where I put it. That's always possible. Alright, look at that. Look at that. It's all flat, isn't it? One thing I could do, if I wanted to expand this way, I could upgrade here. Put more residential buildings behind it, but I kind of don't mind that being there. We're heading towards the edge. We're heading towards the edges again. Which is crazy! I don't want to put anything here. This is the natural break. We've almost got $10 million. Remember how conservative we used to have to be? Well, at the expense of all fucking things going out of business. How are you not having enough customers over here? What is the actual problem? I could give commercial a tax break. I've done what I can. In light of us having so much money, commercial is having a 3% tax cut. Just to try and balance the books. See if that helps at all before the entire city goes out of business. At least we fixed Main Street. $5,000. As long as that's healthy, that's fine. Alright, at least these have got enough workers, we know that much. Yes. Plenty of people. We need more residential. We need more residential. Now that I've knocked down all the towers. Question is, where do I want them? I could do something funky. I do like the challenge of making a city sustainable. It's taken me God knows how many attempts, so God knows how many cities I've streamed, and we've never made it this far. We did go and revisit one of my old cities at the end of last stream. Things were very different. You know what I'm thinking? I'm thinking of a bit of elevation again. I'm thinking we go crazy with it. Once more, dear friends. Nope, that's leveling. I know, this could be dangerous. This could be dangerous. Not least because it doesn't make that much sense, but hold on. Probably about there. Can't wait to undo all this. You might think me crazy. You might be right. I should probably just buy these tiles. Let's get it over with. Fuck it. Just buy all the land. That's too much money. don't need all that. Give me that. Oh shit. Don't worry. Don't you worry about this. Don't you worry about this. This is a big play. We've made a massive hill here. It wasn't here before. Which, you know, I don't always like doing. I like to work with the terrain that I've got. But we're gonna make this work. I am gonna undo this. But we are gonna make this work. Let's just take some chances. This is the end of this road, essentially. That we've built all the way. This is the end of our highway connection, pretty much. Because we're about to make some choices here. My favorite tool, the slope tool. Oh, they want to get up here. Why is that done that? It's up here. I see. Risky plays here. Risky plays, I know. I have too many trees here now. Don't worry. Don't worry. Not an ideal place for that. Don't worry. Don't worry, everybody. Don't worry. got plans. Kind of. Maybe I should start where I actually want this. I kind of know what I'm doing. Kinda. I've created an interesting shape. I could spread the roads out further. But I also want it to be slightly free-flowing. But with the way... I kind of know what I want. Just don't ask me how best to deliver it. They're not gonna like me for this. They're not gonna like me for this. And honestly, I don't blame them. No one's gonna thank me for this. No one's gonna thank me for what I'm doing up here. Alright, no one's gonna thank me. What are buildings we got? We need to remember we've got a TV studio we could put somewhere. Oh, we should also have the, I need to remember I can spend all these fucking points. I want the fucking telecom tower. More sightlines. It should come out there. Give me that. It's out of line. Not much I can do about that. that has covered that whole area. That's fine. That's fine. No pollution. Well, a bit of noise pollution, but it'll be fine. Because actually over here, I'm only planning on having some of our little apartment buildings. Because I like them. I might need to level things out a little bit over here, just to make sure everything's in order. This might be a bad idea, but we'll see. What are we going to say the medium is? Probably 4x4, to be honest. But we can have a 5x5 here. That's up to code. Another one on here, another big one here. I mean, we should have one there as well. There we go. This might look silly to the naked eye, but we'll see. A little bit of elevation never hurt anybody. Are you starting to see the vision, Danny? Just tell me you're starting to see it. Now, I'm going to turn off zoning of that side of the road to see what that gives us on the inside. And I'm going to do it here, and I'm going to do it here as well. So I want to build off these roads. So we can do some big ones here. We'll eventually we'll hook up with our... It's a long way away, but we are eventually going to hook up with this. God knows how, because of my fucking railway disaster. This is our main connection at the minute. So this is our... Now this goes straight into the highway over here at the moment. I'm gonna have some little... Some little different sized things. How small can you get these? It's too small. There's actually no demand for them at the minute. It's a new build. It's a new build. It's a new build estate. As you can see, as it's clear to everybody. I probably smoothed this out too much, but I can fix that. I love these little apartments. I just think they're neat. Demand for them is increasing. I don't mind, because there's no through traffic. This is like, once you're in this estate, you're in. I don't mind if they park on the road up here. Might be a lot of people, but we'll see. I can add a little bit of parking. We have a big one here. Probably another big one. Oops. Almost deleted the wrong thing then, I saw myself. How many people we got coming up here now? Don't be parking here. They live there on the parking on this fucking road. Lunatics. Well-educated. We've got some well-educated people coming up here. We are going to have to move some education over here. We were at some point thinking about where we're going to put our uni. Because all of our shit is over here. We do need some education up here. Maybe we have a new elementary school up here. Under the telecoms mast. This is coming together. Might be a bit dicey, but putting a few more here. Nice and spaced out, we don't need to be crammed in. We are going to need to think about public transport up here. Got no, obviously we've got access to taxis, but we need a bus line. We could have a crazy road that sort of scoots down all the way down this hill. It opens up this area. But we're talking big. There'll be enough capacity up here going into this. Could have a train station up there. I could actually have had a train station up there, and that's where I rerouted my lines instead of underground. That's the smallest train station I could have. Probably that one. If I don't want to use the other assets. If I buy that... I could run it off. I could run off the tracks from here. Have a train station up here. Just a little local train station. Cable car would be pretty good. Should we give him a train? It's not the nicest thing you'll ever see, but trees fix everything, as we know. Oh, that's the one that does that, and I don't like that. That's fine. Gonna scooch our way down here. Big lines. Big lines. We do actually have a spur line here. Well, that doesn't really help because I mean, it would if we did something like if I were to build that out like that. Very funky setup here. Very funky setup here. Don't look too closely. I don't even know what that's done here. I'm sure that's fine. A few liberties going up that hill, but we've kind of scooched around it, so. Alright, they've got a rail connection up here, alright? There's nowhere go. It doesn't go anywhere. I don't think we need a line to Bedford End. They can just fucking go down there themselves. Where are these people going to want to go, realistically? I mean, there's only two fucking stations, I mean, 3 stations, but they don't need to go here, I don't think. We have given them this line, but I think that's excessive. It's only a short walk. For the people in the city, this is a short walk. But there's also no reason not to give it them. So if I do that, that does a weird thing. I think we'll have to go all the way around, but then that's a bit inefficient. Do you go one end to the other first? Or is that daft? That's probably daft, isn't it? I'll tell you what then. We need to make sure it comes in on this platform. Then we'll pull it into the cargo terminal for no reason. Then it comes to Emerson. Whichever way it comes in, it's going the long way. Then up to Naptropolis. And it'll head back in that way. We've got orange, we've got blue, we've got red. I haven't bothered to name the train lines because I can't be arsed. Oh my god. Oh no, it's happened again! Please, save the overpass. Forget the building. Save the overpass. It's vital infrastructure. No, you idiots! Oh my god, the burning on the steps. Alright. Oh my, oh, the humanity! 300 cars are burning in here. Where's the engine gone? Oh, get out while you can. Get out. Get out. Go. 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 Oh! Oh, it's exploding! Oh! Oh, what's happened? Another overpass! Get out! Get out! Get out! Get out! Get out! Don't go up the steps! Oh my god! Where's the fire truck gone? Who's coming for this? Oh no. Get round the roundabout. Oh, you stupid. Oh my god. Oh my god. Don't let it spread to the other one. Oh my god. Go, 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 go. Go, 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 go. It's too late for this. Get to the overpass. It's gone. Oh my god. Someone died of someone from Ems Grove died here. Larry Morrison. Right, technically it's in Metropolis, but it's on Ems Grove. The Morrison's family, they travelled so far. Oh my god! The city has the most amazing healthcare system, reliable treatment, and fast service. They travelled from Ems Grove, they parked the car, they didn't get out, and now they're dead. The others don't know, they're sleeping. They're still asleep in Ems Grove, they've got no idea what's happened. Someone is coming to save this, right? Someone's coming for this fire, yes? I've got no dispatch option. I think Imuchi has had its day. Oh, Jesus Christ. Well. What is going on? Where's all this traffic come from? Yeah, I bet the police are here. We need to rebuild this now. Do we need it? We need it. What a mess. What a mess. Out of nowhere, too. We do know that fire is a disaster. Rest of Ems Grove suicide bombed an entire multi-story parking lot. That might be the only rational explanation. Dear Mayor, I would like a full investigation into the tragic fire. I can't get Spotify out of the way. That took Larry, a valued member of Ems Grove. He was 1 day off retirement. I expect a full report on the failures to provide firefighting and fire prevention. Right. Well, we know that we want a full fire station. And I think it's only right. We're not going to have one up there. There's no room. I kind of left myself nowhere to put one. But don't worry. Hold on, I need to go and dismantle what happened over here. This took out another overpass, didn't it? Again, these things are lethal, man. Falling on people's heads. Right, we definitely need a big old fire station. What if it was also on the hill with the hospital? Because I don't know where else to put it, really. But you know, sometimes you just gotta... Events, dear boy, events. We just had to react to events as they unfolded. We could have a fire station on the hill with a hospital, I suppose. It's a bit of a trek for them to get down there, but it then gives them options. How about that, alright? I'm deleting a cul-de-sac. Nobody minds when I delete a cul-de-sac. Some save, the people rejoice. It's too big. Put it on the other side. How's that look? The people are safe. Can I put a helipad here? Yes, we can. It's getting a helipad straight away. Disaster response unit. We'll search for survivors in collapsed buildings. We need that. We've proven that we need that. Hold on. It's getting everything. It's getting more things, training facilities, and this extra building. It can go across the street. Make it look busy up here. I could have multiple disaster response units. Just in case. Just in case. Right. Cat. We've centralized our healthcare and fire response. We've got a helipad, so we've got a fire helicopter, firefighting helicopter. I think that'll be the bee's knees. You can't park here, though. I will restore the cul-de-sac, however, because I like it. It's a bigger one now. All right. War has broken out between our districts. There was a lot of people blaming each other. Businesses still going out of business. I haven't been able to give over... Despite a big tax break for the commercial district, which I'm now undoing because it clearly hasn't worked. We need the money to pay for our new firefighters. This is costing me almost as much as the hospital. But boy, is it going to make a difference. You'll see. Just wait until this baby has to go out. Just you wait. Just you wait. Oh my god, what's that? Alright, commercials lost for a tax break because it hasn't worked. Everywhere's going out of business. I think the fact of the matter is we're just gonna have to work harder at getting more people in. I think we also need an elementary school over here. I think we need a second elementary school finally. Got different sized things we could have, but the city high school. We had a small elementary school down there. We could have a bigger one. It's probably too out of the way. Up there. Now, this wouldn't be opposite the train station. Really. It looks nice. And it would probably look the part, but... realistically... one day we'll work out where to put our uni. Over here somewhere. Near the lake. Yeah, I think the uni should be near the lake. We'll get to that. Research. We've got a city library to put down somewhere. Look at that. God knows where we'd put that. It would actually fit at the end of the office district. Oh, look at that. We'll figure out where to put the library. We'll figure that out. I'll figure all this out, alright? I will figure all this out. I promise. Let me put in some more apartments first. I like to have gaps between these units. It's good for fire prevention, it turns out. I'm actually going to undo what I've done here. Yeah, give me a big one. That's it. Just overlooking everything up here. That's all that's happening. Traditionally, I don't like parking. I haven't done any houses on medium-sized roads before, but gives some extra room to park. Remember, it's a new build. It's a new build. And we could do all kinds of things with paths and whatnot. We know it'll break the zoning the moment I do this, but shall we have a look? Yep, there we go. Immediately broke the zoning. That's what happens. What can I say? That'll fix itself. The accusations flying around in the chat are unbelievable. Almost libelous, it could be said. I don't want to tell Ems what to do with her law team, but I'd be looking at options. I would be looking at options. I hope this is looking the part to people now. I hope the vision is taking shape. Thank you for not breaking the zoning. I appreciate you. That broke the zoning. You fucker! How did that break so much? Oh no! Take it away. It's gonna break more. They just hate paths. They hate paths in this part of the world. They can't stand paths. Yeah. Nope, sorry, can't have that. Can I have that? That's happened somewhere else as well, hasn't it? No. Better. Alright, beautiful. You know what we need? It's very sparse out here. Very sparse out here. And we've got birches around as well, haven't we? There we go. There we go. Look at that, though. It's alright. Beautiful. Beautiful part of the city, this. Oh, there we are. There is auto saves every 5 minutes, but for your peace of mind. It is a big sock. It is a big sock. Look, I'll work on that. I'll work on that. Demand for offices increasing. We just need to get more people. We need to get more people in. I don't know what I'm going to do about this. If I'm being perfectly honest, I don't know. But we'll figure it out. Somehow. God knows how. I don't know how they possibly not get enough customers. If they didn't employ so many people, they'd make loads more money. They're hiring too many people, that's what it is. I don't think I can do much about that, though. You know, I will look into that. I will look into that. The city has grown. The city has expanded. Our services have improved. Check our fire coverage. Ideal. No complaints there anymore, hopefully. Hopefully we won't see any more disasters. We'll see how the conflict between Natropolis and Ems Grove pans out. Even the corner stores are going out of business, man. The farm is just continuing to farm. More little bits and things are popping up all over the place, which are hopefully helping our exports. Got this little industrial park here. We do actually have demand for industrial, so we could expand this industrial park a little bit further. And we do now have a train line that goes up here. And it is carrying 64 people waiting on this train line, so it's getting some use. It's getting some use. We'll see what we need to do next time. Because with this hill, I have backed myself into a bit of a corner on this side. We're going to have to work at opening up this line here. Like running this carriageway down here and maybe going over here. We'll see. We'll see. We're going to have to pick a new route to expansion once we're finished what we're doing over here. I hope that all meets with your approval. Yeah, we might have to demolish some commercial space. We might have to balance things out a little bit. But we'll do that. Well, I'll do a bit of that off stream, and we'll see where we are next time. I said it would be a shorter one today. We've still gone for over 2 hours. So that's not bad. We had a late start today. I was in two minds as to whether I wanted to go outside or whether I wanted to sit indoors and do this. Why hasn't Barrymore worked? Oh! Thank you, Napoleon. I'll see you when you get there, mate. I'll be waiting. Thank you, everyone, for dropping by. I really appreciate it. Thank you for keeping your streaks going. And thank you for the bit, as always, Danny. I appreciate your bit. I love your bit. I don't know why these redemptions are so delayed.
EMZ Grove will rise again.
Truer words were never spoken. I'll be back tomorrow, folks. More than likely. Take it easy. I'll see you next time. Bye-bye. Oh, don't go anywhere. We're on our way to Los Santos for Eric Faulkner's last day in the city for a while. Let's take it on over, folks. Go and say hello. And we'll see what happens. If you've been lurking, thank you very much for lurking. Bye for now.